Hello everyone and welcome back to Cat Detective Albert Wilde. So last time we gave Jimmy the sandwich so we can go and teleport to his cult. So that's where we are going now.
Alright, Jimmy should be wherever he is, wherever that may be. I've got no clue where this'll teleport me to. I flip this switch and there might be no coming back. Not without a long walk.
Okay. So let's not just yet. I'm
Let's
ready.
Go before Jimmy gets too peckish and starts tearing into that sandwich. Whoa, what is this place? What is that stuff on the trees? Why are they green all of a sudden? And how do I even know what green is? Well, if it's in color, this place has to be important, right? This must be the cult hideout. Seeing as Jimmy definitely would have taken such a nice sandwich all the way to HQ for their little meeting. He definitely wouldn't have thrown the sandwich away out the window of his car.
Oh no.
Like it was garbage. What the heck? How could he toss my paw-made sandwich like that? I spent minutes slaving away to make that. I'm gonna make him pay. Besides, throwing things out of a moving vehicle, that's litter. I can excuse cult rituals and kidnapping, but litter is where I draw the line. Better keep this safe. It seems to end up in the garbage otherwise. Now, to find where Jimmy went. I'd better be careful. This is cult territory after all. The whole forest could be crawling with cultists. Anyone I bump into is likely to be working for the cult. I'd better keep my cat's eye peeled.
Can't believe he threw the sandwich away. Okay. Listen, people.
I knew it. Cultists. There's no other explanation as to why anyone would be out here. Except for, you know, all the perfectly good explanations as to why someone might be out here. But what are the chances they'd have a good explanation?
What the? Open wide, sweetie. I made your favorite grass salad. Oh boy. Num num num. I'm so glad you decided to come out and get some fresh air. I've been so worried about you. Well, it was one of those things, you know. But I'm here now. Could you pass me more grass salad? Oh man. Can't believe she's here. Mr. Jacob, what the hell are you doing here? Is it your wife with the cult? Wasn't the whole point of hiding your room to stay away from her? Well, yes, that's all true. And I was going to stay away, but, you know, after some time away, I found myself having second thoughts. New perspective, I suppose. What kind of perspective makes you seem like you're going back to the cultist kidnappers is a good idea? The perspective that if I leave her, I've got to do my own cleaning and stuff. Frankly, I'd rather take my chances with her. Kidnapper cultists. Yes, yes, but at least she knows her way around cleaning the cupboard. Because she trapped a guy in it? Well, yes. And I know I was making a big deal about that, but on the other hand, I don't want to have to make my own bed. So it balances out. Master Wilder, my husband came out of his room. At least, isn't it exciting? It sure is something. So, should I invoice you for my services, seeing as you hired me to help with that whole thing? I know. I hired you to find out why he was in his room, and you never did find that out. He told me himself that he was just had bad gas and felt grumpy. He came out of his room too. So it seemed defective. You didn't really do anything to earn your pay. So I don't see why I should pay you a cent. That's a bit rude.
That was the moment I knew she was pure evil. Kidnapping and joining a dark cult is one thing, but stiffing me on my bill, unforgivable.
So what are you doing here, out here, so late at night, detective? Practicing my monologue. A quiet night in the woods is perfect place, doesn't bother anyone. How about you? What could you possibly be in these woods for, Mrs. G? I figured my poor husband could use some fresh air, no? It's a lovely evening too. I bet you and us are not the only ones enjoying the night. Oh, I bet there are all sorts of folks out here. And I bet you're eager to meet up with some of them. Why not? I'm not a lone wolf. I like socializing in good company. And you and my husband are, well, your company, I suppose. Right, well, hope you find some of your friends out here. Who knows, maybe I'll bump into you all. Don't be offended, but I hope not. Alone again he was. He's disappeared. Must have come from that way. It's quite nice and peaceful.
First one suspicious encounter, then another. That can't be a coincidence, right?
Is this the dance lady?
Please tell me I'm right. Okay. The previous suspect might have claimed a good reason for being out here, but surely this one will spill the beans.
Lily, what are you doing here? Oh, Al, sweetie, wasn't expecting to see you out here. In the middle of our romantic couples camping weekend. You and Joe are camping? Yes. We thought it might be a nice way to spend some time together. Everybody is on this little cult thing, aren't they? Is there a problem with that? I mean, it's a little inconvenient that you pick the night that a bunch of suspicious folk decide to go hang out in the woods. Or maybe it's very convenient for you both to be out in the woods. I mean, it was my day off, so I guess that counts as being convenient. I mean, I suppose so. You! What you doing out here, Cat? I might ask you the same thing of you, Joe. I'm out here spending some quality time camping with my wife. To get her away from the tomcat who keeps chasing her skirts. And look who decided to show up anyway, in the middle of nowhere. Who? Is it a cultist? Huh? No, it's you, you jerk. You kept asking my wife favors, and now you show up during our little camping trip. And then you wonder why I'm suspicious. Hey, I'm the one who should be suspicious here. Who would want to go camping with the person they married? No, gotta be a cover. The only cover around here is the one they're gonna put over your body if you don't clear off. I'll leave my wife alone. But why would they need to? Oh. Ah, right. Got it. Leaving. And alone again he was. Oh. Wait, what are these guys doing here?
More animals. Since when did animals live in forests like this? Okay. This time it's gotta be a cultist confession, right? What are the chances that a third suspect has a legitimate reason to be out here?
What the? No, not here. See anything, Rudy? I'm not looking for you, Jimmy. You lost your hat. You go find it. I mean, I might have dropped it out here when I was hiking. But I guess there are, other places I could have dropped it. Not my problem. All I know is you better find that hat or it's your job. Who ever heard of a newspaper busker without a jaunty hat? Jimmy. Oh great, now the cat's here too. What do you want? I want you to confess your deliberate crimes. That you threw away that lovely sandwich I made for you. How could you? You didn't even take it with you. Oh, please, look. From what I see, that sandwich was literally just 2 slices of stale bread with some wilted greens. Mustard. I hate mustard. Yes, but it's the thought that... Wait, did you say from what you could see? As in, you didn't even try a bite of it? No comment. Or say, how do you know I threw away the sandwich? Matter of fact, how come you're out here in the first place? No comment. Wow. Hope you don't end up feeling peckish when you get to wherever it is you're going, and if you're going anywhere. Anywhere that's away from you, Cat. Rudy, hi. What are you doing out here? Hiking and getting some peace and quiet? That's what. And making sure Jimmy finds his damn hat. Which, gotta say, is kind of cutting into my peace and quiet time. Rudy, trust me on this. Jimmy's not as nice as you think. He's actually kind of sketchy. That's rich. You're telling a bookie that his guy is sketchy? Like I'm not up to my antlers in sketch. I'm basically taking sketch classes. But you know what's really sketchy? Guys who don't pay their debts and still have the time to go on nature walks instead of making money. That seems oddly specific. Who are you talking about? Why am I not surprised you forgot that you owe me money? Oh, right. I'm working on it. I've almost served this case, and once I have, I can pay you back. Somehow. Not quite sure how, but... Cat, stop talking. Just get me my money. Or I might have some friends have to pay you a visit. Are these friends a sort of friendly neighborhood kneecapping variety? Or are they the sort that hides in the wood and practice weird sacrifices? Wouldn't you like to know? And alone again he was. I got your hat, Jimmy. No, 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 no. What's that? Something up here. It's a wolf.
Call me a crazy cat, but I'm beginning to see the tiniest inklings of a pattern here.
So, Open Follow City Courier. Sorry. Our speed is our service. Oh, right, the courier. What are you doing here in the middle of the forest? Wait, let me guess. You have a package, a ticking package. No, a bloody package. Sent to be hand-delivered to your client. No, your bosses with the coat. Nope, I'm actually off work. Oh, then, that's even more suspicious. What reason could you have being in the middle of nowhere? A brisk jog, of course. I've got to go jogging and hiking to make sure I keep at tip-top speed. And this is a nice place to come get some exercise. My only exercise is doing a few push-ups while I bury my face in a plate of food. No one needs to be out here to get in shape. I can... No, it got... whatever. I don't know what that word was, sorry. No one. That's our rival company. The shipping. We're Folpine, City Coroner, remember? Our ship is our speed is our service. And alone again, he was. Oh, flamingo. This is definitely sus.
What the? Is the entire city out here today? Is it National Take Your Suspicious Butt to Your Local Forest Day? Because if so, I'm sorry I missed it. I thought I had it on my calendar. It's my favorite stat holiday, after all.
Francis, what are you doing here? Working on my interpretive dance moves and trying not to be interrupted by annoying cats who show up in the middle of nowhere. Why are you in the middle of nowhere? Couldn't you do this at your dance studio? I'm connecting to nature, obviously. What's so weird about that? Well, other than the fact you happen to be out here at the same time as a bunch of cultists bent on nefarious ends. Nothing weird at all. Excuse me? Are you accusing me of something? Accusing, no. More like throwing something out there in the vague hope that you'll break down and confess your real reason for being out here. I'm pretty sure that counts as accusing. Either that or, wait, okay, scram, cat. I gotta practice. You've just given me the perfect idea for my next interpretive dance routine. The throw something out there in vague hope you'll break down and confess dance. Glad to help. Alone again, he was. Oh, can't go through that side.
I don't know what's weirder. How crowded the forest is getting. Or how somehow none of them have caved under my keen observation and skilled interrogation and immediately confessed to being a cultist. I've tried nothing, and I'm all out of ideas.
Alright boys, come to order. This session of the Crocodile Tears AGM is now in session. Oh, first, any new business? I was wondering about in situating casual Tuesdays. Mantis, what are you doing here? As if I don't already know. Oh, you again. Do you mind? We're in the middle of our annual general meeting, and I don't have the time for distractions. I'm here on business. I'll just bet you are. So, is that it? What do you mean? I stole your collar, remember? That collar that I gather you gangs have been trying to collect? Are you gonna try and fight me for it? Steal it from me? Chase me down? Not in the middle of our AGM. Better be disruptive, Dig. I'll handle you afterwards, wise guy. Okay, how long would that take? Well, we got a lot of admin to cover, so maybe 2 hours. 1 if you're lucky. Alright, guess I'll start worrying around then. Scales. Oh, hey you again. You told me I had to leave the bar and deal with some trouble the other gangs were stirring up. Yeah, about that. Turns out you're alright. You did us a solid, Cat. Oh, that's good to know. Always happy to help. Definitely not doing it just to get you out of the bar so I could torture sheep you were tailing. So, are those other gangs out here in the woods tonight? Or is it just you? Just getting a sense of who's working overtime, if you get what I mean. Nah, don't really get what you mean, but I suppose it's possible they're having their AGMs too. It is that time of year. Jaws. Hey, I know you, don't I? You're that darn cat that scraped with our collars. Oh, and now you're like the collar back, I take it? Honestly, doesn't bother me either way. I still get paid the same. I thought the collars were worth a lot to the right buyer. Poof. And you think that money goes to us instead of our boss? Yeah, right. Chompy. So, don't suppose you can tell me if you're in the forest for nefarious reasons. I mean, I gotta consider an AGM pretty nefarious. I mean, are you up to something illegal, shall we say? Cat, we're gangsters. Everything we do is illegal. I did something illegal just by waking up and having my coffee. Look, just tell me if you're in league with a bunch of dangerous and call it a day. Kooks. You're calling the crocodiles a bunch of dangerous kooks. I mean, it's accurate, but never mind. And alone again he was. Okay. Oh, who do we have here?
Oh, four. You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear. Alright everyone, thank you for coming. What the? Thank you for coming to our first Back to Nature book club meeting. Tonight, we'll be discussing the beloved classic of Mice and More Mice. Ah, a visitor. Pull up a seat. Bookseller. Ah, hello again. Would you like to join us for our book club? No, I'd like to know the real reason you're all out here. Ah. We find there's nothing quite like reading books out of doors in the middle of nature. Fresh air, lovely ambience. Getting bitten by mosquitoes? Yeah, I don't buy it. What's your real reason, secret agents, for being out here? I mean, I suppose if we finish the book early, my real secret agent might have room for kicking off our reading of Snakes and Sensibility. Bookshop. Oh, are you here to join our first Back to Nature Club book club? Isn't it a marvellous idea? Not really. Sounds like the sort of weird cover story for a bunch of cultists would come up with. Oh, that's actually the next book we're reading, I think. Lord of the Butterflies. I can't wait. For our patron. Don't tell anyone, but I haven't actually read the book we're talking about today. Ha! I knew it. A Confession of Guilt. What? Your real reason for coming then? If not to take part in this so-called book club? I just asked my husband what it was about, so I could answer questions and sound smart. Why else would you come to book club? And alone again he was. Okay. Anywhere else? Find cultist layer. Hopefully it's up here. I feel like I'm at the start again though. Yeah, it's at the start. Okay. Seeing if there's anybody else down here. I don't think I can get over the river, can I? No. Like an invisible thing there. This way? gotta be like a bridge or something. Yeah, that's the bridge that's not working. Aha, here's someone. Hey,
Gee,
Stepra.
let me guess. This bunch also has an incredibly convenient excuse for being out here.
Oh, didn't expect to run into you out here. Likewise, what are you doing here? Truffle hunting is something the kids and I do together. Gets us out in the great outdoors and gives us a chance to all bond as a family, you know? Actually, I don't know, in fact. I find it very interesting that you've never mentioned this little hobby before today. The day when certain parties are looking for excuses to be in the neck of the woods. Certain parties? Where? My kids love parties. Also, I'm sure I would have told you about my little tradition of ours any time you asked about what me and my kids have been up to. I don't think I have ever asked about that, so yeah. Learn again. Anybody else? Okay. See if there's anybody around. Aha, there it is. That has to be the cult place.
Please, let this be the last time I bump into anyone suspicious that I know.
Alright, everyone. Thanks for coming to the annual Police Department picnic. Thanks to Betty for putting this all together. Oh, yes. Definite good... Sorry, my cat's climbing all over me. Definite good use of my time as opposed to actually solving crime. So, if you pass by her desk, give her a polite nod and recognition of her services. This picnic is about celebrating the very hard work our department does. We were supposed to be working, and that's why today is all about us, the police. Not party crashers who think they can do our job better than we can and think they can just sneak up and eavesdrop. He's talking about you, Al. Oh, right. Chief, what are you doing in the forest? Which part of department picnic that you're not invited to did you not pick up on, sir? I think I've got a lead that cracked the whole dead cat case wide open. Are you still on about that? The case is closed, Wilde. No case, no reward, no nothing. And no reason for you to be sulking around. Certainly not on the day where we're enjoying ourselves in the wood completely innocently or without suspicious possibility in the world. Betty. This Betty. What are you all doing here? Do you need those fairy ears of yours cleaned? Department picnic, like I said. No, it's not. Now is not a good time. I don't have time to explain, but these woods are swarming with insane cultists. So far, I've only seen you. So that covers the insane part. Betty, for once in my 9 lives, I'm being serious. Something's going on in this forest to do with whoever's behind the cat case. Well then, guess it's a good thing the chief insists we have our picnic today in these woods. Why? Because there's even more cover for cultists being out here now? No, because it means I'm around to keep an ear out. And it sounds like you need all the help you can get. Thanks, really, I mean it. This is too close to being a moment. Go on, keep looking around. Officer Hippo? Oh, you're that cat who's getting their fare in a twist about a scene about the warehouse. You mean that scene where the cat that looked exactly like me except for the size, shape, and swanky outfit ended up dead? Yeah, that scene. Don't know why you were so bothered, frankly. Been looking forward to this picnic. I could use some fun social downtime after working so hard. Oh yes. I saw how hard you work at the archive, so hard. Look, I was awake and capable of conversation. I consider that a pretty damn productive day myself. Besides, it's hard work having the memory of an elephant. It takes a lot of mental delusion to never forget. I guess that makes sense. Also, who are you again? Alone he was. Okay. Let's get to this place, if we can. Somehow.
Looks like a cabin. Exactly the kind of remote secret location a cult needs for all its dark rituals. Who knows what sort of diabolical scene I'll be walking in on. Okay, significantly less diabolical than I expected. But hang on. What is a cabin this nice doing out here? I thought the whole point of a cabin was to go back to nature, not whatever this is. Either someone's missed the point, possibly me, or something's up with this place. I'd better look around. Whoa, these wall lamps are really shoddily made. They just fold over the second you touch them. Either that, or they're hidden levers. But what are the chances a secret cult would be into that sort of thing? I wonder if there are any others.
There's something up there, no. In the fireplace.
Open sesame. Wait. Open sesame? Sesame, would you please open? Ugh. No way I'll make it from the switch to the other side of the door. Not without getting squished. Maybe I could brace the door open with something. Eesh. This culture doesn't go much for convenience, does it?
Okay.
Ah, perfect. That should be sturdy enough to wedge the door open.
And then we'll just do that one last. Oh my god, I got a certain amount of time to do this in. Whoa.
Woo. Hope that'll hold. Guess it just needs to for another few seconds.
Ah. Like mines.
Oh, hey. That's handy. A map of the evil kidnapping cult's lair. See, there it is. Lair in big letters. Even have it underlined. How thoughtful. I guess that must be where the cultists gather.
There's no underlining.
Let's not be there for the moment. What else is there? Oh, hey, it looks like we're close to all the animal cemeteries in the area. That's not creepy in the slightest. The elephant graveyard is near here. Huh. Hope they've got big holes and big shovels to dig 'em. Budgie burial grounds. For all the budgies and birds of a feather. I was there once. Mistook it for an all-you-can-eat buffet. And, of course, kitty for the dead. I'll be there one day. Not today, I hope. It seems this tunnel system links up with all the cemeteries around here. I'm sure that's not in any way, shape, or form going to be important information to remember.
Yeah.
Maybe I should explore for myself a little. Worst case, I can always check the map if I forget anything in 2 minutes or so.
Yes. Do we have the map with us? I was about to go and take a picture. How can we check the map? Did I take a picture just in case? Oh no, I forget this. So we need to get to the layer.
I'd better check the map out again if I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay. Picture. So for the layer, I want to go straight ahead, then turn left. Okay.
Oh, they got a cell down here too.
Oh.
Cozy. Everything a cult HQ needs for nefarious shenanigans.
Slim, in.
Hello. Who is there? Huh? You first. Is that Schrodingham? Who's there?
Things.
Albert. How do you know my name?
Yes,
Me God, you've grown, Albert, and started walking around with 2 paws, and wearing clothes and talking. Wait, you're not my Albert, are you? You're the Albert of this universe, of course. It makes sense. Actually, no. Nothing is making sense right now. So, let's start with something I can make sense of. Who are you? My name is Erwin. What's his name? I'm a physicist specializing in quantum theory. And these are my cats, Neil, Warren, and Max. Stronger, huh? I didn't sneeze. Wait, that sounds familiar. Have you spoken to my would-be savior, Mr. G? I didn't see. Wait, yes, I did speak to him. Hang on, you're the guy he was talking about. The weird fluffless guy in the closet. Yes, that was me. His wife trapped me in there after I arrived in the world. Mr. G found me and went for help, but his wife returned before he did. She and her cultist friends brought me here, and I've been stuck here ever since, safe from when they forced me to work in the lab. Lab? Our world? Hang on. What are you talking about? I'm not from your world. It's complicated to explain. I tried to tell Mr. G, but I don't think he quite understood. Well, if he didn't understand it, then I'm in deep cow pats. Just try explaining it like I'm 5 years old because, well, I am 5 years old. Let's start with our world. What do you mean by our world? Your world? Whatever. You see, in quantum theory, there is the idea of multiple multiverses. Multiple universes, all existing simultaneously parallel to each other. At every event point, a division can occur, creating a new universe. The multiverse is a quantum superposition with infinity increasing divergent quantum worlds. I was with you all the way up to you see. Right. Wow. The simple version is that there are infinitive worlds and dimensions out there, each springing out of a different choice of or outcome. Let you say you choose to have butter on your toast for breakfast this morning instead of jam. That means that parallel to the world, there's a world where instead you choose jam, and the rest of the day played out accordingly. Joke's on you. I had both butter and jam on my toast this morning. The point is that for every potential outcome in all of history, there is a world for it. And then worlds of outcome within outcomes diverging further and further. Thus, some worlds would be identical to the one you know, while others would be very different, to the point where some have animals that don't speak and wear clothes or stand like humans. What are humans? My point exactly. Your world doesn't have them due to some earlier differences in history, and yet I am one myself. Both worlds have Schrodinger's and, it seems, Albert's, but they are very different animals, literally in some cases. Anyway, anything else I can explain? The lab. You said the cult had been working in a lab. What does that mean? When I first arrived, I told the she-wolf that she happened and where I came from. I thought she could help, but instead she told her cult, and they got an idea. They thought they could use me and achieve their own evil ends. So they locked me in here and made me work on their little projects. And how has that been going? Bad for them. None of them knew anything about quantum physics and engineering, so they just threw me in and threatened me to work. At first I refused. What was my life stopping them anyway? But then they bought Niles and Max, and I couldn't put them at risk. The weird-looking cats? They threatened them? Yes, unless I designed something that helped them. But even then, they didn't know what I was doing. So I was able to work on something to help me escape. But more for me, they tried of my delays. They're tired of my delays and excuses and locked me up for good. And worse, I realized that I was just their backup plan. Backup for plan? For what? A rainy day? No, for finding all the cats and collecting their collars to Mengot. The collars. Tell me, are they safe? I know the cult recovered 3 of these kittens and here, but what of mine and my Alberts? How did you get here? How did you get in this cell anyway? Or scratch that, how did you get Mrs. G's closet in the start with? Well, I was conducting some experiments involving atomic disruption and translations involving wave frictions of on second thought, considering no one else seemed to understand what I was testing, I tried to keep it basic. Suffice to say, I was working on an experimental machine that requires a test subject. And considering I'd already done some major thought experiments with cats, I figured it was only fitting to use one again. Did the cats agree? In our world, cats barely agree to anything, but my Albert eventually got in the box, and I activated the machine. But when I opened the box, Albert was gone, along with his collar. I had no idea where he had gone, or what happened to him, so you stopped the experiment in its tracks so you could find my counterpart, right? No. In science, you must repeat experiments to ensure the results are accurate. So I did it again with Max, Maura and Nils. By the time I realized what had happened, that their collars had supercharged the machine to cause multiverses transportation.
Lefty.
All of them had vanished, and I was very worried, so I attempted to follow them. You got to the multivagal teleporter box? Yes, along with a collar to ensure the same transversal would occur.
Let me in.
And it did, Albert, with some complications. One such complication was appearing in certain apartments, along with a large implosion that took out the wall. So the holes that keep coming up were from you and your cats teleporting in. That's right. And in my case, it certainly caught the attention of the animal living there, Mrs. G.
Yeah.
She acted concerned, asked me what I was doing there, and after I told her everything, offered me some rather poignant tea that put me to sleep. It sounds like you know the rest. The collars. Don't worry, the collars are safe. Well, 2 of them are. Thank goodness. I'm glad my friend Mr. G was able to take them somewhere safe. Yeah, I've got both of them on me in my pocket. You? What? You stupid cat. Why would you bring them here? Don't worry. Don't you know they're what the cult is looking for? I don't understand why they're so important, other than, you know, the whole I can teleport places thing. The experiment that sent the cats here supercharged their collars with... Wait, did you want simple or accurate? Oh, simple, 100% of the time. Wow. The collars get charged with energy when they were transported to the world, through the powers to be in 2 places at once, like a teleporter, as you apparently found. If all 5 were in the same place, they would have enough combined energy to do that for a place between worlds, or to rip open a space-time fabric between them. Still not simple enough. Is that good or bad? Oh, very bad. It's one thing for a human or cat to come from one world to another, but an eternal universe. Even I couldn't guess at what might happen. One world crowded out another, both worlds being merged by force, both worlds blinking out of existence. Okay, yeah. That last one seems like something that should be avoided for sure. Indeed. Which is why I gave my collar to Mr. G to keep it away from the cult. Not bring it straight to them dumb cats. So, what's the deal with the cats? For starters, they look different, small, naked. That's natural for our world. In our world, cats are small and adorable pets that live around humans or companions. What impossible, surely, with our intellect. That's why you're not extremely wrong there. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the button. Wow. Good. That very idea of us being pets would never have masters, would have staff. At any rate, these 3, well, 4, with my Albert, have been a big help in my work, keeping me company in lab, and so on. That's how I got my idea to try my new machine on them and see how it worked. I never thought it would react with their collars and send them here. Okay, ignoring the shrieking, hissing, clawing ethics of the world situation. Wait, you teleported them here ahead of you? Then why did you arrive a month before they started showing up and getting catnapped by the gangs? Time moves differently between universes. What happened first can end up coming last. So it was with my cats and myself. I sent my Albert through first, then Roland and Niles, then tried it myself. I arrived first, and Niles and Max were found in order, which only leaves The first cat, my Albert. I thought I heard something about him coming through, but they haven't brought him back. Do you know what happened to him? Oh boy. Albert. So, about your Albert? Do you know what happened to him? What happened to him? Death, I guess. Albert is dead? My poor little guy. I had assumed if the others survived, he would have as well. Well, you know what they say about assuming? It's something very rude about donkeys, which isn't nice. Some of my best friends are donkeys. But what happened to him? How did he end up dead? His body was found at a warehouse downtown. No signs of foul play, or foul play for that matter. Just a big hole in the roof where it was way above him. No one knows who or what he was, or what killed him. That was actually how I got involved in the case to begin with, to earn my get to the bottom of things. Plus, he looked a little like me. The hole was in the roof, you said? I wonder if the fall killed him. He might not have had time to land on his feet. Or maybe the whole thing was just too much strain and trauma for the poor boy. He was getting on in years and didn't have the best heart. Yet you used him for your big weird experiment. Well. That was mostly because he curled up inside the machine and refused to budge when I tried to get started, and I went along with it. I gave up arguing with dear Albert years ago. Sounds like he didn't have the best heart or the best brain. No, that was my Albert for you. Fluffy, lovable, charming, and profoundly stupid. Why are you smirking wistfully at me like that? Just musing on the facts that lead my Albert to his death, but brought another Albert here to help. Let's just hope you're a little smarter than the Albert from my world, the cults. So, what is the cult's goal? At any rate, they must think you can help them somehow. What is the goal of any cult? Either phantasm or fantasy, specifically fulfilling their own fantasies and desires. And they brought you here to do that? Did they arrange the whole thing with you and the cats teleporting here? No. I do not think they're that smart. My arriving here was an accident. All they did was jump on a chance to capitalize on it once they realized it could help them. But help them do what? What do they want? They would not tell me, other than claiming that reaching other worlds would help them become everything they were supposed to be. Could they not have just joined the army or something? At any rate, that's why they've been collecting all the collars, bringing them together. Should allow them to rip apart the fabric of reality and reach other worlds. But in the meantime, they had me working on a little backup project that might get them there as well. Little did they know, it might get me out of here. How do you get out? Okay, never mind all the deep theoretical physics mumbo jumbo. How did I get you out? The cultists keep the key on them at all times. Oh, goody. I get to be a cat burglar. Funny story, as a kid, I thought it was cat bugler. So I pestered my parents for a bungle and... I have an easier idea. The backup project. They've made me work on it. Actually a little miniature teleporter, like a very small version of my original device. In theory, it could teleport a user to the same spot in another world. Hence why the cult ordered me to work on it. Then why not use it to get away from here? Any world got to be better than this one, even if they have a smaller, dumber kittens. Well, one it's not finished yet.
Yes.
2,
Well,
I've been deliberately sabotaging and modifying it for more local teleportation.
Okay.
They teleported me out of my cell.
Yes.
But 3, the most importantly, it needs to be charged first.
Yes.
And more specifically, charged with quantum particles that vibrate between realities. You mean like the charged particles that are in those collars? Exactly. And since you were stupid enough to bring the collars along, well, turns out that was a smart move. Hey, being smart in stupid ways is sort of my calling card. Okay, so go into the laboratory. It's very close to the cell, just out of the tunnels.
Yes.
Once you're there, look at the mini teleporter and bring it here. So, what does the mini teleporter look like? Oh, you won't be able to miss it. You have to be an idiot to mistake anything else for it. That sounds totally promising and not foreshadowing in any way, shape, or form. Hurry, the cultists might discover us at any moment. I'll be waiting here. Everything depends on you, my second Albert. Hey, I think you'll find I'm Prime Albert, the one and only original, and I'm about to go prove it. Okay, so we've got to go to the place. Go and find out where we can go. That's a dead end. So, I need the map. So if we're at the cell here, let me get it up. The C could be cell, right? Then that's the blockage. We go down here, and then that's blocked. So if we carry on down here, oh, and then it should be down here. There we are.
Whoa. What is this place? What is all this stuff? Okay. Schrodinger said the mini teleporter was in this room. That even an idiot would know which one it is. And I'm no idiot, so, where should I start?
Hey. Box.
A big metal box. Wait, didn't Schrodinger say something about his experiments and research involve cats and boxes or something? Well, this is a box, and boxes make for great teleporters for reasons. Ingenious, really. Yeah, this has gotta be it. Nothing else it could be, right? I bet Schrodinger's gonna be impressed.
I didn't look at anything else. Good news. I was able to find the teleporter. Thank goodness. Here, bring it close so I can see. Here it is. You were clever to disguise it as this box. I know you like boxes and putting cats in them to disappear or something. Hey, I don't judge, but I figured this had to be it. No. That was how I got the cats here in the first place, not how I get them out. Look, I don't know the ins and outs of the weird cat in the box obsession, my guy. You do you. Somewhere, somehow, Albert Einstein is laughing at me. I can feel it. The point is, no, there's not a teleporter I asked for. And you know that if you paid my attention, I don't know, I kind of figured it may or may not have been the teleporter, and no one could really know until it's properly observed. Perhaps I was being a little hasty when I said even an idiot could recognize the teleporter. Either that, or you are a very profound idiot. 6 of one. Half a dozen of the other, which I never really understood now. I think of it. Different number. A profound idiot. Got it. Anyway, let's just hope that was the temporary snag. Would you head back in there and find the actual teleporter this time? Back in the lab. Yeah, it's the first thing I saw. This is really cool. This is the teleporter we walk into. Then we've got like little pieces of paper.
A watch, huh? It looks like an ordinary watch to me, but that must be its genius. He said it was a mini teleporter. How much more mini do you get than being on the back of your wrist?
Oh dear.
That guy is so smart. Okay, that last one was a bust, but this has definitely got to be the teleporter. I'm sure Schrodinger will agree.
Oh no, it's not gonna be it. It's just gonna be his watch. Good news. I was able to find the teleporter.
Lefty.
I trust you actually collected the right one this time. Oh, absolutely. I recognized the teleporter as soon as I saw it. You mentioned it was a mini teleporter, so I figured it had to be something that went around your wrist. All convenient, like a watch. That was some excellent detective reasoning. Whoa. Except for the bit where you were totally wrong. This is just an original watch, dumb off. Hey, don't blame me. You were the one talking about all the weird stuff like reality and time being weird and bendy and stuff. I figured there totally had to be a hint, or watches and clocks, unless I'm thinking of that one artist who does weird bendy watch and clocks. What was his name? Salivdog Dalmatian? I can't believe my life rests in the hands of paws of a cat who can't recognize a mini teleporter when it's right in front of him. Oh, like your cats could recognize it, huh? Trust me, you don't want to start comparing your intelligence to that of my pet cats. I don't think you'll be flattered by the results. Okay, one more time. Get it? The mini teleporter. And get it right this time. So it has to be just this last little thing here. A banana. Can't be a banana. Please be something else. That would be crazy. It's gonna be that, but I can't get it. It's gonna make me get the banana.
Is this a banana? Why is there a banana in here? Seems kind of out of place, which clearly means it must be the mini teleporter.
Oh dear.
I bet there's all sorts of strange tech hidden within its mysterious rubbery yellow skin. All right, I got the last two wrong, but this time it's gotta be the one. Third time's the charm.
Ooh.
Ow. That hurt. Didn't land on my feet that time, because something was under my feet. What did I trip on? Huh. What's this? Looks like some garbage just lying around. I guess Schrodinger isn't practicing good organization in the lab. Someone should call him on that. I'll bring this along so I can wave it in his face and scold him.
Good news. I was able to find the teleporter. I can't bear another round of idiocy. Please tell me you actually bought the teleporter this time. Oh, absolutely. By process of elimination, I figured it absolutely positively a 75% chance that it could be this banana. I've given hands it to you. This was an amazing, intelligent move to hide the teleporter in the banana. How did you manage to get it past the peel, too? What are you talking about? It's a banana, you stupid feline. Well, yes. But that's the giveaway, isn't it? Well, why would something as odd and out of place like a banana be in a scientific lab? Only one explanation. That the cultists kept me fed while I worked, and that banana was my lunch? Okay, two explanations, I suppose. Unbelievable. A lab who barely anything of note, and you still failed to find the one vital device. Hey, I tried, okay? I went through almost everything that was there, and now that barely anything left. I'm down to one last thing to check. That and the garbage I tripped over. Garbage? What do you mean? Oh, yes. This thing I tripped over on my way out. Don't you ever clean or organize your workspace? Or do you just litter anything broken or worthless on the ground? You stupid, beautiful cat. This is the mini teleporter. You found it. I did? I mean, obviously I did. But are you sure? It looks kind of dead. It doesn't even turn on. Of course not. That's because it hasn't been charged with quantum particles. It was why I couldn't use it earlier. I was hoping for a chance to charge it with one of the collars the cult's been keeping. But now that an adorable idiot has brought along his collar like a good little kitty. Hang on. I'm not that type of kitty. And oh wait, you mean your Albert's collar. Sorry. Thought you meant something else. Touch his collar to the mini teleporter for a few moments. You should feel a slight tingle. Zap! Ow! My fur's all staticky. If it's ready, then hand it over through the bars. Make sure you're ready to run once I'm out. After charging. Alright, I think it's got enough juice in it to get where it's going. Exactly. Plus, pass it through the bars to me and I'll activate it. As Max Warner. Come to me, little ones. We're going to get out of this nasty place and back home to a nicer source of milk. Actually, Mr. Physicist, who apparently doesn't know his biology, most cats are lactose intolerant and I believe this is worth an abracadabra. Wait, how did you just teleport out the cell like that? Wow. For now, at least the teleporter will take me to the source of the quantum cave. In this case, the collar. I'm sure it's very shocking and confusing to you. Actually, not shocking at all. Confusing, absolutely, but it sounds like it's just a small version of an IQ 0 machine that teleports me places. Can I take a look at it? I suppose you can if you... Wait. You've been teleporting yourself with Albert's collar? But how? It's a long story. Lots of physics involved, which you'll probably dig, actually. And the machine's a lot bigger than this. More colourful too. Well, perhaps you can tell me all about your own quantum specialist. Maybe after we escape this benign cult. Right, follow me. I've wedged open the entrance and these tunnels. Once we're through and back in the cabin, we can go to get help. Alright, let me slip under first. Wait, what? I'm the one who's been captured for weeks. Surely I deserve to get out of here first. Yeah, but consider my counter argument. I don't like it here, and I want to leave. So I should get to leave. Fine, go ahead then. Just be careful that the door behind you opens by sheer dumb luck at this point. Well, given your presence, I figure we have plenty of that at this point. Hey, wait a minute. He's gonna knock it, right? Wow, now. You're through and safely on the other side. Next up is... Cat now, worry, come with me, my little babbies. Like, okay, now everyone but me is totally safe. I think it's high time for me to totally be safe as well. I knew he was going to do that. What are you doing? Stop scratching at that thing. It's not a toy, young man. Leave it alone. Stop battling at it. Is it in your way? It is a rather awkward place, isn't it? Let me just nudge it so you can get out your way. No! Oh no, wait! Not exactly my brightest moment. Help! I'm claustrophobic. I don't do well in enclosed spaces. Nice try, but I'm a cat owner. I know you little felines manage to worm your way into the smallest spaces with great happiness. Yes, but the smallest places don't usually come with dangerous kidnapping cultists. Whatever, there's a way to open the door on your side. Just flip the switches on the lamp thingies on the wall at once. Explained like a true professional. Hey, you're supposed to be the award-winning brainiac. Fine. Simply flip 4 levers quickly, jam the door quickly to get... Got it? Well, yes. Except for the quickly part bit. I'm not a cat like you, and I'm getting on in years. No way I can move that quickly. Oh, Are you saying I'm stuck in here? I can go get help. Who should I look for? Betty. Find Officer Betty. She's a dear friend of mine and a cop. And actually, Fergus, decent one. She'll be able to help you and send backup for me. I understand. I take it if I don't see her, any other police officers I find should be able to help. Should be doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. Let's just say. Very well, but what about you? What can I do to help get you out once I find help? The map on the wall showed that there were a bunch of cemeteries and graveyards out here. I think the tunnels might link up to them. At them. Tell Betty to bring help and meet me at... which one would probably be the best one? They're all gonna be... I'll just say Cat Cemetery because it'd be easier. I'll be waiting at Kitty for the Dead Cemetery. I'll get there as soon as I can. I just have to memorize the route through the tunnels to reach that exit. No, not just the tunnels out. You'll have to go straight through the cultist meeting hall to get there. While the cultists are still meeting, yeah. I know. That's why I told you to bring help and be there waiting. I'm going to be coming in hot with a lot of cultists on my very fine tail. Very well. I'll find your friend and make sure they bring plenty of backup right now. Before you go, I have foolproof plan that you'll need to tell them exactly so that we... wait, hello? Are you still there?
Well, crap. He left in a hurry. Sure hope it was because he was worried about me and wanted a rescue party put together quickly. Anyway, I guess I won't be getting out this way anytime soon. Which means there's only one way to go.
Okay. So I need to go to the cultist lab. Well, to the layer. And they went straight. Okay, so there's the map. And then we go straight down. Isn't this the way to the cell before? I think it's just straight down here.
All right, here we go. Into the lion's den, if there are any lions in the cult.
Bethran, we're approaching the dawning of a new age. Everything we've worked for is at hand.
So the chief of police was in on this. That's the least surprising thing I've learned all day, actually.
Hooray, at last. We're going to have everything we've ever wanted. It's about time. I thought that fool Schroeder was never going to finish that device of his. Guess we don't need it now. Not now we have all the collars in our possession. Once we touch them all together, it will open a rapture for us.
Just like Schrodinger was worried about. But hang on.
Not to be the cultist guy, but what do you mean all the collars? There are 5 and looks like we only got 3.
Oh, good. Someone else noticed it too. I was worried I'd screwed up the math.
An understandable error on your part, Brother Joe. Yes, we have these 3 as helpful, provided by the gang's contacts with the criminal underworld.
I can barely hear him. He's too small. Maybe if I lean in a little closer.
As for the last 2, we have them now as well. Being as they're about to be hand-delivered. Uh-oh. Hand-delivered by the world's biggest moron. Told you that idiot would show up eventually. Wow. This is, I can explain. I'm here to arrest you all, collect my fee, return Jimmy's hat. I'm here to return Jimmy's hat. I found it in the woods while I was hiking for totally legit reasons. I know you were missing it earlier. Give it up, Cat. We all know why you're here. What you were eavesdropping on and what you've got in your pocket. Hey, look. I know there's a lot questionable grimulent in these pockets, but please tell me I can thump him if he doesn't shut up. Hell, I support you thumping him even if he does. Shutting up now. Or, not shutting up. What do I have to do to not get thumped? Oh, I think thumping will happen pretty, definitely. But it might be more satisfying to watch after we've achieved our goal. For now, however, handcuff him and take his collars. Then shove him in the cell with Schroeder until he finished with the ritual. Wait, you know I had the remaining collars the whole time? Of course, you nincompoop. I was there in the room when you stole one of them from my vault, remember? Oh yeah, but then why didn't you try to steal it back from me like you did with Alma? Because you are what we in the organized crime biz say to call a total moron. Why waste time and energy on you when you were eventually gonna end up bubbling into our claws anyway? Yeah. Wouldn't have bothered chasing Alma's place if I'd known she was gonna hand hers over to you. That was a risk. Well, no collars here. Well, joke's on you because I didn't bring the collars with me. Ha! What do you say to that? Then what are all those collar-shaped lumps in your pocket? They're handcuffs that I was going to use to arrest you. Keep this up, Cat, and it's going to end up me frisking ya. Or maybe Joe. Yeah, okay. The collars are in my pocket. But you'll never get away with whatever you're planning. Which reminds me, what exactly is your plan anyway? I know it involves collars and multiverses and a bunch of stuff Schroeder explained and I completely ignored, but I still don't know what you're actually trying to gain out of all this. How is messing with reality going to help you? Poof, like we're dumb enough to tell you. Actually, our cult charter explicitly states that we must share our grand vision when asked in order to recruit new members. So I think we're actually legally obligated to tell him. What? That's ridiculous. Who wrote our charter? Some idiot with no understanding of the law? Didn't you write our charter? Oh, right. Well, I did want more chances to practice my ceramic monologues. And maybe a chance to explain how ripping open the fabric of reality is supposed to make you rich. Yes, I always a bit unclear about that bit too, but I figured it works out somehow. You've got a limited vision, Wilde. Even for a cat. It was never about Ralph and money for us. Wait, it was? I always thought we were going to get rich off this. Maybe I should have actually read the charter. Since our findings, we have always known the true power is beyond society bounds. It's ridiculous trapping. In its nature, we've got to get back out to our roots. Be our natural slaves, in our natural forms, living as natural indeed, as nature indeed include. I don't get it. Of course you don't. You're a stupid short cat in the dumb suit. But that's not what you're supposed to be, any more than I'm supposed to be working a day job and wearing ties and keep my wife happy. I'm supposed to be 6,000 pounds of muscle, horn and furry, while we're supposed to be a tiny four-legged furball like the one that came with Schrödinger. And now, thanks to Schrödinger, we can all be what we're supposed to be. Wait, what? You want us to be like animals in Schrödinger's world? But why? Hey, society stinks. Mostly because it's filled with idiots like you. Not superior animals like us. We deserve better. But we didn't know what that was or how to get it. Ooh, until dear Schrödinger appeared in the living room talking about coming from other realities. I know this could be the opportunity we've been waiting for, so I captured him and told the others. I'd admit, I got a bit hazy on things after that. Not sure how turning into our natural selves is going to make us all rich, but I'm sure it's part of the plan somehow. Right, but the point is that we realized that the animal Schrödinger's world are what our natural forms really are. Before we started walking and talking and paying taxes and thrusts, we knew what we had to do. Tear open our universe to either rewrite it or leave it entirely for one where we can return our natural forms and live in the way of nature intended. Wait, that's your evil plan. That's your scheme to end all schemes. Ingenious, isn't it? What do you think? Wait, I'm sorry. Were you expecting me to have any other answers in mind? What? What's so stupid about it? Well, off the top of my head, it'll destroy reality. Where's the profit? Natural reform sucks. You're missing steps. It's just dumb. You'll realize that bringing the colors together could rip open a hole in the quantum mechanic multi thingy what's it, and that's bad. Who cares? Not our problem. I'm fairly certain that our universe causes to exist technically counts as your problem. No, it'll be your universe. We're going somewhere better. As long as that doesn't get destroyed, I suppose. And if all the universes are destroyed, what then? I'm just saying. This ultimate plan of yours doesn't seem very thought out, or at all thought out, or like anything reasonably thought went into it. You've got some nerve saying that, Albert, considering you're dumber than the cat Schrödinger brought with him. That may be true, but it seems like I'm smarter than all of you, huh? We're not the ones outnumbered and trapped. Joe, Jimmy, grab him and take his collars. Then he can get Schrödinger's company in his cell. Music to my ears. Give it up, Cat. Wait, before you lock me up, there's something very important I have to say too. Mrs. G. Mrs. G, bad news. I found out where your husband was really hiding in his bedroom. He was getting his ducks in a row. Pardon? I don't think we had any ducks come round to our place, and certainly none of them went in to see him. I mean divorced ducks. ducking divorce, whatever. He's planning to divorce you. What? How could he? After all the cleaning I've done for him. I know, right? And now he cuts you loose and to go date other wolves in sheep clothing. Not if I have anything to say about it. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll save it for later, okay? You've got bigger things to worry about. And this is just distracting everyone. It sure is. Yoink. Looks like you forgot that as a cat, I'm good at three things. Being dumb, being distracting, and being dexterous. You idiots! He snatched the collars. Get him! Prepare to run. Oh no. Ah! Oh, I really hope I did it. Which graveyard am I at? Hope I went the right way.
Yes, it made it out into the outside world, safe and sound, and not where I was supposed to be.
Oh no!
Is this the graveyard I told Schrodinger about? Because it doesn't look like it. Damn it, it's the bird graveyard.
Oh no, I went the
How
wrong
did I
way.
get turned around?
Oh, I did it right.
Am I getting bird-brained in my old age? Because if so, ugh, why now?
Uh-oh. Seems you made the wrong turn, didn't you? Makes you sound even more of an idiot than you already were. I don't know. He was already pretty much peak idiot already. I second that. I third that, but never mind. What? You're under arrest. Will you come quietly? Oh, what you do to me if I don't? We're in a graveyard. Do you really have to paint you a picture? Well, I did it the right way. Okay. I thought about it calmly and rationally, and after considering my options, I give up. I surrender. Just please don't hurt me. And why shouldn't we? Because I asked nicely. Damn it. Brother Joe, restrain Detective Wilde and carry him back to the cell. And if he struggles, I don't care how nicely he asks, and not to hurt him. Hurt him. Gulp. Oh no. The prisoner looks suits you, Wilde. I should have tossed you in the cell and threw away the key years ago. Yes, but then you'll have been disregarding things like due process and animal rights and all those things the cops dignity uphold, right? He really is the biggest idiot in the city, isn't he? Wow. I got one over on you, didn't I? Or perhaps you didn't notice that previous occupant of the cell seems to have escaped thanks to me. You let Schrodinger out after all that hard work I did to keep him locked up in the broom closet. How dare you? It doesn't matter. Schrodinger was useful as a backup plan, and now we have all 5 collars thanks to our very helpful delivery boy here. Now, we have everything we need. Nothing can stop us from ripping open this reality and make room for a better new one. Ah, hang on. If I can eject mind evil crackle? What about me? How does that work? What's after that? So you take the collars, complete your ritual, ceremony, reality, wrap things, You return to your natural forms, then what? I mean, I assume then I'll be peckish and want some birdseed or something. Okay, great. But after that, once you're all these pure and natural slaves, what are you going to actually do? Still a little unclear on that myself, to be honest. Well, obviously, the plan is... Shut up. We've wasted enough time on this buffoon. Come, brethren, now that we have the collars, it is time to begin the ceremony. Goodbye, Albert Wilde. I'll enjoy never having to worry about you and your stupid screw-ups ever again. Wait, before you go, there's just one little favor I want to ask before I'm ripped apart and my component atoms are turned into an adorable ball of fluff or whatever fate are condemned to. Please let me have some reading materials, a reminder of my failures, the map in the corridor. That's my last request. Would you mind letting me have that map in my cell? Yeah, I don't see why not. Fine with me. Wow, can't believe that word. I mean, thank you for letting me have one last map experience before I end. There, now, let's go, everyone. We have our natural glory to recover.
It was one of those good news, bad news situations. The good news. I've got the map to check the actual route to take out of this place and meet with Schrodinger. The bad news. Literally everything else. I'm stuck in this cage, unable to get out, and the cult have all they need to put their diabolically stupid plan into motion. Yep, they took my collar and Elma's right out of my pocket. Only thing they left in there was old lint, an empty lighter, and... wait a minute. Schrodinger's teleporter. I forgot he handed it to me. They must not have known what it was. To be fair, neither do I, but I remember it got him out of the cell. Maybe it'll do the same for me too. Though, where it takes me, who knows? Well, wherever it is, it's gotta be better than here.
So maybe I had to, do it.
All right. Deep breath. Am I ready to use the teleporter and get out of here?
Yes. Maybe I had to be captured. And now, brethren of the animal kingdom, let us touch the collars together. Let reality itself show us a sign. What the? That's not a very clear sign. Right, Stranger said something about the teleport working off the energy of the collars. Or something. Boy, it would have been a good idea to know. How the heck did you get out of the cell? Speaking of paying attention. Lucky for me, it turns out you all didn't. Didn't pay attention, I mean. That was the point of that line. It sounded cooler in my head. Can you please, can I please punch this guy while I wrestle him back to his cell? Please do. Then we can get back to the cult. Oh, sorry, couldn't keep my paws to myself. Ha! You thought you had me collared, but in fact, I was the one to do the collaring. Wait, no, that makes sense, like I'm putting collars on you and... Get that stupid cat. Oop! Oh no, it's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Prepare to run. I don't know which way to go. I'll try and think of a different way. Right, I went this way. Oh! Thinking maybe I should try the opposite way, seeing as the map might be upside down. If we go that way. Oh, wait, no, I went the wrong way. No. Hopefully this is the right way. I'm just guessing here. Yes! I had to turn the map upside down.
Is this? Yes, I made it. The cat cemetery. Just where I thought. Now, let's hope I don't end up in one of these graves ahead of schedule.
Oh,
Oh
no.
boy. You sure caught up quick.
Give it up, Wild. For the very last time. Forever, in fact. You're under arrest. Funny you should say that, Chief. That was going to be my line, too. You're under arrest for conspiracy, theft, kidnapping, catnapping, cat slaughtering, and attempting destruction of reality. What? There's no such law for that last one. I should know. I'm a cop. Actually, reality has certain incidence properties. Thus, the destruction of reality could be seen as destruction of property. So, stranger, for once, I'm glad to see someone smarter than I am. You found Betty like I suggested. Obviously, I'm here, aren't I? And as always, I'm thrilled to see you, Officer Betty. Glad to know you were worried about me being catnapped, but what was that about cat slaughter? I'm perfectly fine, as you can see. That wasn't about you, dumb. That was about my cat. Poor little Albert. Well, these jokers won't be hurting anyone else, cats or no cats. And they won't be ripping apart reality and destroying space and time either. Da-da-da. 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 Cough, cough. Thanks to you, Albert, cough. Don't make a thing of it. But, can't believe I'm saying this. I'm glad you're all right. Well, I think a few of the 9 lives, but I'll be fine. What took you so long anyway? That was my fault. I thought we could use a little more help. I mean, that gets us to tolerance. You'll have to do better than that if you want actual warm feelings. Alma, what are you doing here? Well, when a strange pink-skinned creature came running through the woods yelling for help, you start to pay attention. And you definitely do when you realize it's the same guy your brother found. So, I figured, while I'm already involved, may as well see it through. I was lucky to meet both Betty and Alma, but I was not expecting Alma to be related to the sheep who almost rescued me. He came to help too. I'm just glad I was able to actually help you get free this time. Though I also came for another reason. Honey, I could forgive your crappy crud pies, your strange sense of decor, your ballet budget, even your habit of trapping interdimensional scientists in your closet. Wait, you can forgive that? But a cult bent on ripping apart reality? Sorry, babe. That's just too far for me. It's official. I want a devoted friend and partner who will weather any storm and also clean my plates before going to jail. Okay, sweetie? Okay. See, I'm not the dumbest animal to ever live. Hate to admit it. But you and my brother got you. My brother's got you beat. What's going on? Why is my husband being arrested? Oh, good. Oh, God. Don't make me have to read out the charges again. Lily, Joe was running with a really bad crew. He was trying to mate reality just so he could feel stronger. Piff, as if. You don't believe I'd ever do something like that, do you, babe? Actually, I 100% believe it. Wait. Take him away. I think it's time I enjoy a single life again. Oh, so do you think... Nope. Where is he? Where is that dumb bird? I'm gonna kill him. Oh, boy. This Schrödinger guy told me how how much grief you've really given me. Not only did your cult screw up the only way this idiot would ever get the money to pay me back. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But now this is gonna be front page news. Everyone's gonna wanna know about it. And I'll have to run a newsstand by myself. And if that weren't bad enough, you lost your jaunty hat. You are so fired. Fine, I was planning to land on your antlers and poop on you as soon as I got my natural form back anyway. But wait, even a stranger found you all? How did you all get here? I drove them here, sweetie, naturally. I heard her kerfuffle with your friend here, looking for help. And when I heard you were in danger, I just had to pitch in to save you. That's really... Oh, wait, let me guess. I still have outstanding bills. Can't pay if you're dead, I say. Besides, I'm a lawyer. And it sounds like this bust would result in a lot of potential new clients who need one. That they will. Perhaps a few of them will make use of the service while we finish booking them. And they arrested them. Absolutely. That's the last of them. They'll be going away for absolute maximum the law allows. So, at least a few months. Betty, everyone. I don't know what to say, except that I'm awesome, you're welcome, you're true friends. I'm still confused. You're true friends. I know I'm not always the easiest cat to have around, but when push comes to shove, you were all there for me. You really care. Nah, not really. I don't think so. Only 'cause you pay me. I'd really prefer never to see you again after this. Same. Hello, Officer Betty. I'd like to report a murder. Of my feelings. Never mind the idiot. I've got to get these cultists back to the station. What's next for the rest of you?
Lefty.
I have to get back to my uniforms with my cats and those collars. They have to be destroyed so that they cannot be used like this again. But returning to my own dimension would require a more powerful machine than the teleporter I devised. I don't know where I might find one. I know where. Wait, you do? Well, all wonders never cease. Can you take me there? Absolutely. And by take you there, I mean hitch a ride there because I left my car back in the city.
There's something about the drive home after solving a case. You're tired, but triumphant. Drained, but delighted. Exhausted, but...
Oh, are you monologuing? Yes. Well, stop it. We've got no time for it. We're almost at the end, after all. You'll have plenty of time for that later.
The end of what?
Don't mention it. Between you and Albert and that weird cult, I've got enough clients to put 10 more kids through college. Driving you is the least I can do. Speaking of the kids, sorry if the seats are uncomfortable. They left their toys all over, so if you feel something poking into your butt, that's all it is. Oh, it's no trouble. I think my little cats have found them and are playing with them. Ah, that's so adorable, aren't they? Are all the cats in the world that cute? They're way cuter than Albert here. Continuing that theme of speaking of your kids, Deborah, where are they? Huh? You took them out the woods for a little family excursion, right? You didn't leave them there, did you? So, I hope you two don't mind if I drop you off at the door, then head back right away. I seem to have forgotten something important. You're back. Sure am. Look, I saved Stranger and saved the world. Multiple worlds, actually. He did, technically. I'm as surprised as you are, frankly. I'm not. Ha, see? Someone believes in me. You actually expected this buffoon to save the multiverses? Oh, why? Because he's an Albert, and Albert saved the day. Even the worst of them, it seems. That's me. I sure do, huh? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Albert. Huh? What do you mean? Albert saves the day. Because that's what we do. That's why I'm here. Wait, who are you? Sorry for the disguise. I was under orders to not reveal myself until the situation was under control. That's why I wasn't very chatty. Didn't want you to recognize your own voice. I've got to do freaking gorgeous. I've never seen such handsome devil in all my life except when I look in the mirror. Why, thank you. You're quite dashing and comely yourself, if I do say so about myself. Perhaps proper introductions are in order. Like you, my name is Albert Wilde, but I also go by Albert693. Nice to meet you properly, Albert 120431. I've never seen such handsome devil in all my life except when I look in the mirror. That's just the designation number of your reality. There are countless versions of reality, versions of people, versions of Alberts. We needed to keep them straight. Fascinating. So you're an Albert from another reality? But what are you doing in this one and why? To save you, Schrodinger 3. And to save the world, your world and every world. That's what QIFA does. That's what a what does? I thought I heard a rude word. No. A short for Quantum Investigation Federal of Alberts. An organization of Alberts from across realities dedicated to protecting those realities. When a reality is in danger, one of our agents, me, in this case, uses one of the quantum teleporters to head into the field to deal with the situation. Well, what kind of situation? Oh, all sorts. We track and investigate quantum incursions across the multiverses from minor incidents to existence-ending catastrophes. Things like the cultist plan. Now I see. Well, I don't see. How do you know about this? Okay. I'd like a whole brief and certain Albert saves reality, Shoka, but how do you even know that it was danger in the first place? Our organization has the technology to monitor the fabric of quantum space-time for any and all material movements between realities. I have no idea what any of that means. And as you might imagine, one scientist, 5 cats, and 5 collars fully charged with quantum energy was quite a big movement.
Yeah.
I believe I'm to blame for that, not this Albert, if I can believe. Once we realized what happened, we put a watch on the reality so we could return you and your cats at the earliest opportunities. But then we realized what the cultists planned. So I was sent part of the protocol QLARC to act as an undercover agent. This has happened often. You've got an entire organization dedicated to stop multi-dimensional threats and stuff, right? How many are there? Oh, countless. Why, just a few weeks ago, we had no less than 3 reality warpers and 2 potential interdimensional annihilatory events. Waha, I couldn't probably slept easier not knowing that sort of constant risk of reality ending. It's the nature of the beast, sadly. If there are infinite possibilities and universes, so there are infinite opportunities for things to go wrong. It's not all catastrophic either. Sometimes it's just pretty petty crime like interdimensional person snatching. How does that even work? And sometimes innocent people and animals just end up stumbling into the wrong reality, and all we have to do is escort them home. That's always my favourite part of the job. Looking forward to helping Schroeder home after all of the other hard work. White or Alberts. So this entire organisation of heroic, dashing, brilliant investigators, it's all just versions of me. Frankly, I was wondering the same thing. Well, the story of how we were founded is a tale for another time. But as for why we recruit Alberts to the cause, Well, such an important cause requires the best of the best, doesn't it? The creme de la creme. The pinnacle of perfection. I like where this is going. I have no idea where it's going, but I like it. Our studies have shown Alberts in the multiverse to be on average incredibly intelligent, quick-witted, fit, charismatic, and 10 close investigators. On average, there is an odd universe with an exception. Well, lucky for you, you didn't end up in one. Good thing I happen to be all those things, otherwise you'd have been screwed. Speaking of, what about Schrodinger Albert? You say you saved our reality and saved Schrodinger, but you've forgotten who you didn't save. A poor little cat called Albert. It pains me to acknowledge the dumb big cat called Albert has a point. Albert 3, I'm sorry. We weren't able to save him. His death was a tragic accident, but not something any of us could have prevented. The impulse that occurred when traveling from one world to another can be dangerous. Our organization teleports protects against it, but the poor Albert only had a collar and a little colic. Ah, my poor boy. Hey, you still have me. That's quite the downgrade. Anyway, I'm sorry for your loss. He seemed like a very good kitty, and frankly, I would have probably executed protocol QLARC for him if he'd survived. You said you came to this universe to help to do stuff at a brilliant agent Albert, but you didn't really do anything. You mean besides show you how to use the collar of the IQ0 machine? Well, sure, but you didn't exactly dive into the middle of things, did you? You just sat on your fake feathered butt while I did all the hard work. He raises a good question. If you're trying to save the world in multiverses, why would you leave? It is his paws of all places. Well, normally I'd be in the thick of things, but protocol QLARC involves laying low, observing, and keeping interactions to a minimum, while evaluating a protocol recruit. Keeping interactions at a minimum. You barely said 2 words to me after you helped me with the IQ0 machine. Could have you have... I'm sorry, wait. Did you say protocol recruit? Well, protocol QLARC stands for Quantum Local Albert Recruitment Crisis. It's an opportunity for us to see how the local Albert handles a quantum crisis. My job was to provide intel quantum support and technology that serves both as backup and as observation, equivalent at Albert's performance, which I imagine was miserable and embarrassing enough to discount him from the recruitment drive. You have got to be kidding me. Why would you ever recruit this idiot to your ranks? Isn't it obvious? I'm the best they needed for occasion. They're desperate. I'm the best. Didn't you get the memo about their org? They only recruit the best of the best. The creme de la creme. And that's me, right? Well, that's beside the point. Ha, you see? You can't even say you recruit material with a straight face. Look, yes, the Alberts we've recruited so far are intelligent, skillful, and resourceful in a crisis. But sometimes, in this job, that's not enough. Sometimes the only thing that can crack the case or save the reality is dumb luck. And that's something we're really lacking. Because you can't get that kind of luck by being smart. In fact, being smart cancels it out. No, the only way to get dumb luck, the kind of profoundly dumb luck we need, is to be dumb in the first place. Let me get this straight. You're hiring this idiot because he's an idiot. So that you can call him his dumb luck to save the multiverses? That's about the size of it, yes. Yes, yeah. In your strange and non-animal face. Who has 2 paws and the best dumb luck ever? You do, as the performance in the case has clearly shown. Though I should point out you actually have 4 paws. Okay, I think I'm ready to go home now. I don't want to spend another minute in this reality where the fluffy 4 is its best hope for survival. Actually, if he joins us, that will be every reality. I've changed my mind. I'm ready to leave reality altogether, thanks. Oh dear. Here's round 3. I'll escort you back to your reality. The IQ 0 machine is already set up and charged. I've collaborated it to use the change in the 5 collars to get you all and your cats home. After that, it will self-destruct and prevent any other incursions. Wait, so I won't be able to use the teleporter around anymore? You couldn't without the collars anyway. But no, everything will return to normal once I leave with Schrodinger. So, you'll need to decide before we go. Are you with us, Albert 120431? Can you count on you? Well, no, your dumb luck, rather, to help us protect the multiverses. 2 weeks later.
Just another day in the city. My city. And this city never changes. That's just reality. Well, one reality, at least. This city is rotten to the core. It stinks like a warthog that's been wallowing in some suspicious brown mud left by an elephant. Someone's gotta clean up this city. I guess it's gotta be me. Who else could I trust to keep this city's butt clean and well licked?
Oh, you didn't go with them? Sorry, I tripped over a box. Not sure how that got there. I think you put it there. Oh yeah, geez, I've only been here less than a day, and I'm already getting as stupid as you are. That's the last of your stuff from your desk, huh? I take it you've submitted your resignation. Does 2 many hooves count as a resignation? More than they deserve, I think. Anyway, welcome to the new gig, partner. I'm already regretting my choices in life, and if I'm your partner, why isn't my name on the door too? Well, see, when I said partner, I was thinking more psychic, kind of background support to my magnificence. Bite me. Anyway, where's my office? I should put my stuff away. It's through the secret panel in the back where I stash my little box. Oh, this had better be worth it, Cat. You promised some cases that would make a world of difference. Don't worry. There will be.
This city never changes. Except when it does. Shocking twist of logic, I know. I always worked as a lone cat. But lately, I've begun to realize the benefits of working as part of a team. Everything else might have gone back to normal after Schrodinger and the other Albert left, but that's one souvenir I'm gonna hang on to. Well, that and the other souvenir. The name's Albert Wilde. Private Eye. I solve the cases no one else wants, in this reality or the next. I'm not just cleaning up this city. I'm cleaning up every city.
Oh, so we did take it then.
Wait, that reminds me. I need a new mop and bucket.
Oh dear.
I'll have to go shopping later. Betty won't mind if I store it in her office. Anyway, I'm a new breed of kitty, catching the interdimensional rats of crime. I'm not just a PI. I'm Albert Wilde, Quantum PI.
Oh, are you monologuing again? The end. I really enjoyed that. That was such a fun game. One of the best I have played in a very long time. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. And until next time, take care. And I'll catch you later. Bye.